when you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load. I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time I tell you I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
There are many, many things that have brought you and your husband to this moment, Jean. But don't waste a minute now asking why or how. Hurry, you don't have much time.
What is going on? What do you mean we got 5 minutes? And correct me here, but I thought they stopped using prison labor on export deals.
They have. It officially does not happen. It was a mistake. A mistake that can last only a little longer.
Thank you. 我是不是已经死了？还是我从阴间游回来了？
我才是死了的那一个。
飘爷呢？
我不知道。
你得赶快走了。
我不能再一次失去你。
从来没有失去我，我们一直在一起。我们一直是一个人，江美，我活不了太久了。你听我说，永远不要忘记，自由要用牺牲来换。我是为了中国而死，可是我是为了你而活。飘远呢？
快走，快走
Edward?
Keep quiet.
American business? We have made a terrible mistake. Someone from my office shall be punished for this confusion.
Jean, please.
走，快走！
Let us all go to the car immediately.
Yeah, good idea. Chinese dissidents. Missing children. Tiananmen Square. My God, Edward, have you lost your mind? This is your business you're screwing with here. Your livelihood. My livelihood.
I realize that, Alex.
Edward, we've been friends for 20 years. And you do this to me? And for her?
Her name is Jean.
Well, you put us all in danger. I mean, they could throw us out. They could lock us up. I mean, the whole world is trying to get these people out, and we bring one back in?
Now there's an idea. Maybe we could contact one of those human rights organizations. They might be able to help us get Gus out.
Us? Us? Get... All right. You are out of here. I mean, did you see the way that general guy looked at her? He knows there's something screwy. They're gonna find out who she is, they're gonna figure out how she got here, and then we are cooked.
Mr. Stella, it seems to me if you can't find a place in your heart for what happened today, if you can't see that no business deal is more important than a human life or a restored family, if none of this means anything to you, then it seems to me that you are already cooked.
Lady, you're fired.
No. No, you're not.
Edward, please.
Mr. Stella is right. To try to help my husband now would only endanger his life. And yours as well. Gus is too sick to survive the anger of the state. It is best to continue our work and forget this day. But what about your daughter? I must be patient. I have found George. He has found my husband. When it is time, when it is safe, perhaps he will tell me where she is, too.
And we'll stay. All of us. Thank you all very much. You've made an exceptionally impressive presentation, and we will seriously consider your offer.
非常感谢你们，你们提出的建议书非常独特，我们会认真考虑。
Oh, tell them thank you for lunch and those crunchy things.
Those were fried chicken feet.
Just tell them goodbye.
非常谢谢你们丰盛的午餐，希望能见到你们，再见。
Thank you.
Okay, we are on a roll. I think those are our guys.
I thought Liberty Moon's presentation was better organized and more generous.
Thanks to our friend. No, forget it. No way, Jose. I'm going for a nap.
Right on.
Thank you. I have a New York newspaper here in case anybody wants to read it.
Be terrific. Thanks.
It's too bad Liberty Moon's a solid company.
Yeah, well, George knew he blew his chances with us when he took us to that labor camp. There's no way he could get in business with us now without sending up a huge red flag.
Did he give you any hint about what happened to Piao Hui? Not yet, but I have hope. He must know where she is. It's different here. Sometimes it's safer to know nothing.
Monica.
The official Chinese news agency acknowledged that Zhang Xiaogang, long considered a victim of Tiananmen Square's 1989 three-day massacre, in fact spent most of the last 9 years in prison. The government also reports that Zhang renounced his participation in the democracy movement before dying of natural causes. He was 35.
The clerk said the Hong Kong papers weren't delivered today.
And now we know why. They were probably carrying this story. It's not the true story. Gus would never have said those things. I can't tell those lies. I won't let them.
But nobody's gonna believe it.
He knew he was dying. He told me never to forget what he was dying for. You know what? I had forgotten. Until I saw his face one last time. It had all come back. It was a miracle.
Alex.
Edward, don't get up. Some soldiers just came to my room. I don't know what they were saying, but I think it's about Jean. They had some old picture of her.
Jean, stand up slowly and walk towards me. Edward, keep talking to Alex. Why won't you tell me?
Monica, I have watched many political prisoners in China die of natural causes. There's nothing natural about it. Gus died terribly and painfully. And to describe it actually hurts my spirit.
You stayed with him?
Of course I did. And he died with hope.
And we're gonna keep that hope alive, but first we've got to find Jean.
You don't know where she is?
No, because we're not the ones who's supposed to find her.
Come in.
Hello.
You know, when I was in 7th grade, I remember this chapter from my geography book. China, land of contrasts. Man, what they don't teach you in school, huh?
What are you doing?
Alex was right. We don't belong here. There's a flight out at 8 if you're interested.
What are you afraid of?
Oh, I don't know. My business going down the tubes? Imprisonment? Torture? How's that for starters?
I think you're afraid of getting truly involved of anything besides the bottom line.
You listen, I'm on to you. I know what you're up to. I don't know how it happened exactly, but you're no trade consultant. You're a political activist, and you used me.
That's not why you're angry with me, Edward. You're angry because I asked you to let your soul fly, and you did, and look what happened. All of a sudden, that labor pool of 1.2 billion Chinese faces, which all looked alike to you, became one beautiful individual whose life matters to you. And you're so terrified of losing her before you understand why. Edward, you can't leave now. This is what your soul was made for.
I'm no hero, Monica. I'm the wrong guy to save her.
Maybe she's gonna save you.
I don't know, Monica. I thought there might be a chance. This is her house.
Will you follow?
No, we were very careful.
You shouldn't stay. They'll find you too.
We can't leave. Not without you.
How can we help you?
We better get out of here. Come on, let's go this way.
好，没问题。转身体检。Mr. Tanner, I was unaware that we had an appointment.
Game's over, George. You're gonna stand there and tell this woman you know who she is and where her daughter is.
My wife is a state official. She doesn't know anything about my past. I never told her about Tiannan.
Mr. Wu, no one wants to endanger you or your family. But please, please don't tell us that you don't know Jean. You arranged for her to see her husband. You've already taken risks to help her. Now help us to get to the truth.
You actually believe the truth will make any difference?
The truth is the difference.
No. The truth only makes reality a lot harder to live with. The truth is that Jean and Gus were my friends. Reality is that it is still dangerous to admit that. The truth is that democracy is a wonderful dream. Reality is that most of us don't want democracy as much as we just want stability. The truth is that China is not what it could be. Reality is at least it's not what it used to be. The truth gets you killed. Reality keeps you alive. So I ask you what you want from me. Truth or reality?
I want my daughter.
A neighbor told me Gus had been shot and was dead, and you were arrested. So I went into hiding. I took the baby with me. I made it to the south. I found a family there who could take her in, take care of her until I got back.
Where's this family now?
There are sometimes terrible floods in the south. Thousands of people died that year. I tried to find the family, but they were gone. There is a chance, of course, that she survived or that they moved on. But I'm afraid I just don't know where she is.
I'm so sorry.
I named my company Liberty Moon. in the hope that someday Piao Yu might grow up and recognize it and inquire. It was a slim chance, but our hopes are hung on slimmer ones than these sometimes. For example, I never imagined it would be Jean who would find me this way.
How long have you known about Gus?
About a year. I only hope that seeing him gave you some peace.
It gave me more than that, George. When I saw his face, I remembered who I am, and I was no longer afraid. Tell me, George, what will you have to see before you're no longer afraid?
How much danger is she in?
She is in this country illegally. She's a dissident who has gone unpunished. She's been recognized, and I'm sure they want to find her before she makes any trouble.
What kind of trouble?
She spoke to her husband before he died. She knows the truth and the reality.
Maybe she left a message.
Alex, have you seen Jean?
Well, what with her being a fugitive and all, I wasn't expecting her.
Alex, please, was she here?
I think I saw her walk out.
Mr. Tanner, the lady who was not here, she left a message.
Edward, thank you for all you have done. Please thank Monica as well. It is possible we will not see each other again. You see, George was right. Reality is the safest route. But I have nothing left to lose now. And so I have the luxury of living in the truth. And I'm going to make sure the world knows the truth about my husband. You are a kind man, Edward. I hope someday you will find peace in your own truth. Jean.
Where was the last place she lived in truth?
Behind me is one of the government buildings of the People's Republic of China. If you look the other direction, you'll see the view most widely associated with Tiananmen Square, the Gate of Heavenly Peace. We'll first make our way to the Great Hall of the People. Please begin walking in that direction.
Miss, would you mind taking a picture of the Thank you. Thank you.
So what do? What do you call that? American Embassy?
She's a Chinese citizen.
Good, that's done her. You know, not once in my life have I ever had the urge to grab a microphone and stand up in the middle of Times Square and speak my mind. About anything. And all of a sudden, it's nice to know I can if I want to.
Okay, so going to the embassy is out, and obviously going to the police is out.
I'd give every last dime I have to get her out.
I don't believe money is the answer, Edward. But love can move mountains.
I'm not that love type. I mean, she's special.
Yes, she is.
I know what being in love is like. But this is something else. It's deeper than that.
Like what?
Like when we were there at the factory and I realized her husband was still alive, I felt something I'd never felt before. It wasn't jealousy. It was a sincere happiness. For her.
I'm happy for you, Edward. A love like that can nourish your soul.
The one I lost?
Ah, the one you're finding again.
This may be the wrong time to mention this, but, do you remember the game plan?
Which game plan was that, Al? Long term or the short term?
The one about turning the long term into the very short term. One we agreed on back at the Purple Pub, our senior year. The let's play the game hard for 20 years. Go to business school. Buy, divide, conquer, and retire before we're 42 with more money than God. And time left to enjoy it. That game plan.
Yeah, I remember that one. So?
So? Are we still playing?
I don't know.
Well, you damn well better find out. Because you were risking everything for some woman you've known for a couple of weeks.
She's not some woman, Al. She's a... friend.
Oh, and I'm not? Please, explain this to me, because for the last 20 years, I've been going around thinking that we were friends.
Well, maybe we're just two guys trying to help each other make a lot of money.
And you got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do now. Now that I met somebody who's trying to help me become a better person. Trying to help me become something higher.
Okay. I thought that we were in business together, but apparently now it's group therapy. So, look, just tell me what you want. I mean, what are you thinking here?
I don't want to build a plant in China, Alex. I don't want to run into Jean while she's being re-educated, stamping made in China on one of our action figures. I want out of this country. I want her out, too. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll go back to New York, hold down the fort, and you do whatever it is you have to do here.
I appreciate that.
你是本案的辩护人吗？
是的，审判长，我是本案的辩护人。
对不起，审判长，我不认识他。
肃静，现在审判开始。
Remember her? She told me you're her friend once. I need you to be her friend now.
And what?
Help her. Find her a good lawyer. Get her out on bail.
I can't begin to educate you on the ignorance of that statement.
Look, tell me what I need to know to get her out of there. Please.
I'm going to try to explain something to you. Most everyone who was arrested for participating in Tiananmen Square served 3 years. Some, like Gus, were rearrested before they even hit the streets. Others discovered they could not get jobs anymore or go anywhere without being followed. Those who got out and made it to the States, stayed out. Now here comes Jean, daring them to do something about her, forcing them to deal with her. She's tying herself to the stake and lighting the match. Did she ever tell you why her nickname was Jean?
No.
It's French for Joan. Of Arc, she knew exactly what she was doing. She can be more trouble to the Chinese in prison than she can be out. She knows that once she's in there, she'll become a martyr.
So they can't leave her out and they can't keep her in.
Exactly. The sooner it hits the news, the safer she will be. Once the world knows she exists, they have to keep her alive.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it will all happen very fast, if it is not happening already. She'll go on trial. It'll last maybe only a matter of minutes. She'll be found guilty. They'll put her back in her cell and leave her there in the dark for years until she becomes sick. And when the fever's high or the teeth become infected, she won't get medical treatment. Or maybe she'll slip on the floor during interrogation and die of cerebral hemorrhage and 7 broken ribs. Or maybe some common criminals will suddenly get the urge to beat her to death in exchange for a shorter sentence.
Why are you so angry with her?
I thought you considered us inscrutable. She just doesn't understand how it works. No, perhaps she does. She just can't accept it. That's what bothers me about her.
That's what I love about her.
Wei, 我是。什么？10年。好，再见。Trial's over.
What?
10 years.
Well, it's a very unusual request.
It's not as if it's never been done before, though.
It's quite an act of sacrifice, Monica.
Well, it's not a sacrifice. It's a privilege. Tess, you said when this started it was about people being given a chance to make a difference. Well, this is my chance, and I want to take it.
But we don't know how long it could take. Maybe even the whole 10 years.
No, not that long.
Hello, Jean.
How did you get here?
Not the way that you did.
I don't understand.
You did a very brave thing the other day, standing up and telling the truth, defending your husband and your beliefs.
I thought I had nothing left to lose. But Monica, my little girl, I saw her. I looked right into her face. She is alive.
I know.
A minute longer, I would have seen her before I spoke out, and I could be holding her right now. Right now.
You couldn't have known, Jean. You did what you knew you had to do. And then a wonderful miracle occurred. Because God granted you the grace to look into the face of your little girl before you were taken away.
There's no God in China.
Yes, there is. He loves you very much. He sent me here to be with you, to stay with you and to encourage you until... I am an angel, Jean.
Angel. I'm not afraid of you.
Good. You're not supposed to be.
When I was in the orphanage, I used to think that I had an angel watching over me.
You did. You do. You could say I volunteered. I admire you so much, Jean. Your courage and your passion. And I believe I have as much to learn from you as you do from me.
What do I need to learn?
There's no one left to trust now except your Creator.
Am I going to die?
Yes.
Are you going to stay here with me?
Yes.
Through everything?
Through everything. I want to help you die with the same courage that you have lived with.
Then tell me about God. What I have done can change even one person's life. Then I have made a difference.
You've made a difference in Edward's life. He cares about you very much.
I care for him too. I would like to have told him that.
起来，站起来，走，跟我走。
I'm scared. Say something. Say something about God.
It's all right, Jean. I'm with you. When you pass through the rivers, I will be with you. When you walk through the waters, they will not overtake you. When you walk through fire, you will not be burned. Jean, what's going on?
Monica, listen to me very carefully. She had a kite with the moon and a torch. She knows who she is. I believe that.
Jean,
listen. Tell her how much I loved her. Promise. She's the daughter of a poet. Tell her the truth. She'll know what to do with it. Say it.
I promise. I will tell her the truth. She will know what to do with it. You're not alone.
Monica!
Jean. Yes. I promise. Tell me. Again. God. Well, on this side, there is life. And there, with him, there is life also. And it is there you shall behold him face to face.
Jean. It's time.
Edward.
What are you doing here? Where have you been? How did you get in here?
Edward, there's something I need to tell you. Jean fell down a flight of stairs today.
She fell down a flight of stairs? How do you know?
I was there. Don't be afraid, Edward. I'm an angel.
This isn't true. I'm dreaming.
No, it's all true. I am an angel. And God sent me to be with you and Jean on this very difficult, this very long journey. Jean's journey is over now and she's at peace. We spent many hours talking about God and his love for her and for you. God loves you very much, Edward. Before she died, Jean wanted you to know that she cared about you very much. That you had a chance to make a difference in her life, and you took that.
I loved her.
I know. And I know that your heart is broken. But God will mend it if you trust him with it now. Will you?
I'll miss her.
包在我身上。 I just heard.
How long will it last, this childhood of Liberty Moon? What must we do to save China?
Save China. We could not even save Jean.
You remember the last thing she said to you? What will you have to see before you're no longer afraid? What will you have to see?
I do not know.
How about a little girl's face? So that's it? No chance?
No, it is impossible. Even with a bribe, we cannot tour all the orphanages in the area. You know, there's a very good chance that Jean Kellier was adopted, and she's not in an orphanage at all.
I don't think so, George. I don't think God would have brought me all this way to find a little girl who doesn't need to be found.
I've been considering a belief in God.
It's a good idea.
I just have trouble believing things I cannot see.
Oh. What about the wind? And the air? You can't see them, but you know they're there. know where I can get some paint? Ni hao.
You speak English?
Yes, I do.
Kite.
My name's Edward. What's your name?
My name is Piao Ye.
You know what that means in English?
Yes. Statue of Liberty.
It has been a pleasure, Mr. Tanner.
Ngoy, 谢谢你.
You learned much in only 1 month.
Yes, I have. Thanks again. Well, we're all set.
My wife has pulled some strings.
Of course she is.
And the adoption papers will be finalized 6 months earlier than expected. She'll be out of the orphanage and home with us by June.
Maybe this means summer camp in Maine, huh?
Every summer. You promised.
Yes, I did.
You think a girl with a chance to live in America all year long would have taken it?
I just told her the truth. She knew what to do with it. Listen, I want you to work hard on your English, okay? When you come see me next summer, maybe you can tell me what this says. Goodbye, Miss Liberty.
Goodbye.
Bye, George.
Mr. Tanner, 再见.
再见, Mr. Wu. Bye-bye. So, am I ever gonna see you again?
I don't think so. I thought you might like to have this.
How on earth did you...
It was lost, but now it's found. God is very good at that.
Yes, he is. So long, then.
okay? Come on, angel girl. Let's go home.